Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Aerietta, and today we are going to be continuing MSQ, I think. Um, I have been making notes, but as soon as I write them down, my head goes immediately empty. So, I do have it written down next to me. It looks like we have 4 jobs left in our all jobs, all quest challenge run to get to level 34. And we started but did not finish our level 33 quest last time. So today we are going to be, while doing these quests, we're going to be leveling up Paladin, Monk, Dragoon, and Black Mage so that all of our combat jobs will be ready for the level 34 quests, at which point we'll be able to take on Titan. So that'll be fun. I might also be doing leveling roulettes and frontline roulettes, as well as Hunt's Log, in order to get those levels. But we will see how that goes when it comes up. But yeah, let's just get right into it. There we are. So first things first, I goofed. I did a little bit of a mess up and accidentally brought us all the way over to Vesper Bay last time. That was my mistake. I also realized that my overlay was covering the job and the level of the job that I was doing. And what are we doing in this challenge run? We are doing all of the jobs and all of the quests simultaneously. It's kind of a point of reference to know what level the jobs we are doing are at, as well as which one we're doing. For those of you who have not been here before or are just new in general, I am leveling up all of the jobs that we are able to unlock right now simultaneously as part of a challenge. It is long, it is tedious, and it completely negates the effects of some of the buffs that you are able to get. So, like I said, today we are going to be leveling up Paladin, Monk, Dragoon, and Black Mage to 34 while working on quests. Okay, so I'm already on Dragoon. I'm going to eat a food and then work on level 33 quests. So let me check my notes. It looks like we actually have 2 level 32 quests left to do that I forgot about. One of them we already completed, Buffalo All the Way, and the other one is called Pests in the Pillars. It is also in Eastern Lenosha, but we have not picked it up yet. And then after those, we have 2 more side quests, and then we have a number of MSQ. So we're going to be doing those. So back to Eastern Lenosha we go. I hope you are all doing well today. I have a big old batch of tea because it is cold. And I would very much like for it to not to be cold, but that's beside the point. I'm actually enjoying the cold. I like the cold weather in general more than I like the warm weather, but that's because it got up to 116 degrees Fahrenheit here in the month of July or August. I cannot remember which one. That's fine. Either way, it was way too warm, so I am glad for the cold weather, but at the same time, I did not prepare well, so I am still pulling all of my cold weather clothes out, and there's not a whole lot of them. I don't own many clothes as a rule, so yeah. Okay. I am indebted to you, kind adventurer. I am quite certain those beasts were innocent of any earth-shattering crimes, but it is well that they have been dispatched regardless. In truth, I believe Master Gagaraju knows in his heart that those buffaloes are not the cause, and that it is in fact the primal titan. However, he also realizes that his wealth would not avail against such a threat. While it does him credit that he strives to do right by the people of Costa del Sol, he must allow that certain problems are not within his means to solve. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Gagaraju was asking someone to take out the buffalo for being very brutal towards townsfolk and children, and Pabalo here was unconvinced, but that's her prerogative to be unconvinced. That's fine. Okay, this might be the last level 32 quest. So it makes more sense now why she was unconvinced, that it was the buffalo instead of being Titan. Okay, pests in the pillars. This is the one that I still hadn't found. Okay. I have a more deserving adversary for you this time, adventurer. There are knights making their homes on the pillars below, and judging by how deeply rooted they've become, I'd say they've been there for quite a while. That said, these steel spatulas should serve to both dislodge the mollusks and preserve our posts at the same time. I would be obliged if you would check out the area and eradicate the little devils. You will be amply compensated, of course. Thank you kindly. I think it's very amusing that the buffalo were a waste of time, but these mollusks are right up our alley, according to this lady. That sounds very silly, but sure, why not? Okay. And I'm guessing they're going to be at ground level, so we're just going to hop on down and take a little bit of damage. Eat some food, very important. Get that food bonus. Alright, sturdy pillar. And we are using a steel spatula. The sharp wide blade is perfect for removing sea life attached to foundation pillars. We'll see about that. Oh, hello, you are hostile, I guess. Honestly, not surprising. Okay, there's one. Where is number 2? Ah, there's one. And we'll use another steel spatula. I'm pretty sure that's a head knife. Oh, there's 2 of them this time. Hello. I do not have, I know the words. AoE. I do not have an AoE on this job, which is very rude of you to take advantage of. Currently playing Dragoon. Okay, that's 2 of the pillars and 3 of the large snails. Okay. I see, there's more of you. Yay. They have silly little heads, don't they? Was there something else that I was going to do off stream? Distinct potential for that. I know that I needed to move things around in my HUD so that you guys could see my job and experience bar. It was probably getting rid of my ridiculous amount of stuff in my bags. That seems like a thing that I would have said, oh, I'll do this off stream, and then totally didn't do. Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably have way too much gear again. One of the challenges that I anticipated, but not to this degree, is How much inventory management is just gear for this run? Ah, the pillars look sparkling. Thank you, milady. 'Twas only a bit of housekeeping, I suppose, but even that is beyond me. I once served in the company of heroes, if you can believe it, but a battle with a primal left me grievously wounded and heart-sore. I have since kept to more mundane tasks, as I've lost the appetite for bloodshed. This life has been good to me. Too many soldiers fight to defend that which they will never know. The joy of learning, the pleasure of ease, the tumult of beauty. But I have known them. Yet in my dreams of smoke and steel I still hear my captain calling, to me, to me. Let's grab that high potion. Yay, level 33 quest. Good evening, madam. A word, if I may. A visiting danseuse spotted strange fish on the beach and came screaming back to the house. She is a level-headed young person, so I fear 'tis no vapors. The beach is no place for any frolics until the truth is ascertained. I turn to you once again. May we trouble you to check the beach? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Also, I believe... Yes, okay. They are finished pouring concrete outside, so the concrete truck is no longer there, and hopefully that will be the end of construction noises for today. Let's see. Okay, so that one's over there, and this one's up here, but we did want to do that one. I'm doing these out of order, and probably not super well, that's fine. How do I get up there again? Not the most efficient, but neither is this challenge run. It is very much a matter of patience more than skill in a lot of circumstances, which means that it's more suited to me. I've been doing some research when I'm not streaming and trying to make up for my skill deficits. Um, okay, pitiless poacher, where are you? Oh, he was downstairs. Okay. Proceed to the spot and slay 3 of the pugils that seem to flock to it. That's not the one. It seems poachers are luring the colibri with feed. Speak to them, but beware, for they bear you little love. Okay. So we're gonna go back down and probably get injured. Not terrible, fine. Okay. Aha. Back off. This is the Bloodshore. We're not in Costa del Sol, and that means we don't have to live by your master's say-so. Yeah, Bloodshore's not a part of his little fiefdom. We're free folk here, not bought and paid for like the lot in Costa. Okay. If you say so. So we're gonna lure them back, I guess. Due to the tendency of the flowers to grow randomly from its long hard stalks, the roselle makes a terrible bouquet, but I believe this is what the birds like to eat, so we're gonna lure them away. Yep. Is it working? Can't tell. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, did it? It did. Okay, look. Sorry, Gagaraju, but I will take these birds out if they start attacking me and preventing me from doing my job. I was so close, too. Okay, 2 bouquets placed. And that makes 3. And 4. Uh-oh. Okay, these ones seem to be fine. Okay. Hello! Please eat the flowers? Not me. Thank you. Oh, I have to go back and talk to them? Damn that Gagaraju. He thinks he can buy everything. We built Costa del Sol by the sweat of our brows. Did he tell you that? I know every cobble of the streets. Laid about half of them myself. It was a pioneer town, a good town. And then that moneybag swooped in, and we'll find out the rest after we get rid of this bird. Okay. Then that moneybag swooped in and took it all. Stay as a lackey or leave as a free man. Those were the pickings. Then he took the beach. No more fishing without his say-so. And now he takes the Calibri. I mean, we know a little bit more about Gagaraju's backstory, so, like, I understand why they're frustrated, but it does seem like it's not necessarily as bad as they claim. Like, I am predisposed to dislike Gagaraju. I am predisposed to dislike him because he's a frivolous rich man who has frivolous requests, but he takes care of his people even if it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Snipper shell? Oh, that can't be good. If they're able to take down the giant crabs, this is a problem. You sense amphibious aggression nearby. Okay. And we only have single targeting attacks. Okay. And I need to straighten out my back because I'm currently sitting very uncomfortably. I think I shifted everything over the wrong way on my desk and while I wasn't paying attention. Okay, snipper shell. We have removed the carcass. I guess that's what we needed to do. I can't wait until my mount speed is faster. I love our dear little daffodil, but can you speed it up just a little bit? This is a very casual pace, but we've got places to be and stuff to do. Is this because I haven't gotten you more Gissel greens? I'll see if I can find some Gissel greens. Pugils on the beach of Costa del Sol. We live in strange times. The carcass must have drifted ashore, for it seems to have been dead longer than a day or two, and that is when the beach was last tidied by the keepers. Thank you, ma'am. You need not stay downwind. I have smelled that smell before. We must step up the groundskeeping, I fear. Master Gagaraju is likely to have one of his ideas otherwise. I'm concerned about his ideas. Ha! That settles their hash. And now they have yet another bone to pick with me. The 12 know I have many a skeleton in my closet. Don't read too much into that, my dear. but those settlers have quite the ossuary. Costa del Sol was Admiral Merowib's hobby horse. She had the idea to settle this area and so bought a number of folk on indenture. The terms were very generous. Hardly anyone died, a credit to her leadership. Yes, very creditable. But then she had no head for business, kept trying to farm this salty land. I stepped in and saved her from ruin. You see, Costa del Sol, now a jewel of commerce and culture, but I assure you, it was not thus when I purchased it. Many of the settlers have stayed and prospered. Why, a good third of my household was a once raw pioneer. But some people are like figs. They want to stay the same. Tiresome, I say. They've no one to blame but themselves. Okay, let's see. Ooh, an eye patch. It is better than what we are wearing, so we're going to grab that. Alright, I think we may finally be done with Costa del Sol. But we are not yet done with Dragoon. How does the eye patch look? Very silly. Okay. We're gonna hide that. I'm going to have a little bit more tea. The change of weather always does this to me. It gives me a little bit of a sore throat. Okay, so give a man a drink. So that's gonna be over in Raincatcher Gully. Sorry about that. Oh, that's incorrect. Wrong one. Okay, so yes, that is Raincatcher Gully, which means the fastest way over there is going to be Wineport. Okay, so now that we are in Wineport, we have to go see a man about some wine. I think. That's what we're doing, right? It looks like this person might want a hand. That's part of another player's duty. Okay. So only one player at a time can participate in that fate. That's weird. But I guess it works. That's fine. Okay. So how do we get over to where we're going? Trying to stay away from the toads. I do not like the toads in this game. Oh, giant jungle coreal. I don't like those either. And yet, they insist. Why does everyone want to kill me? I'm just walking here. I just am going for a little walk in the big old dangerous jungle, and now there's more toads. Fine. Why do they have to be so creepy? And then twitch like that. Very unnerving. I also very much don't like that they grab you from across the map. That's my main concern, is that the mechanics... annoying. Okay. We are in a shack. And there is a man. What do you want? I have Lamani Rousseau, Shamani Lamani's first attempt at winemaking. At least the name sounds legitimate. Well, wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Ugh. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing. It keeps me awake. I'm not. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Oh, poor guy. Okay, I'll deal with the giant bugs for you. I don't know if they're giant or not. They might just be loud, but that's okay. We'll get rid of them either way. Nikki, what are you doing? She is eating my plants. Why are you like this? Also, um, we recently reached our follower goal of 40 followers, which means that Nikki will soon have her own avatar on the overlay. So that's going to be my more immediate project once I get a few other things out of the way, is getting that all illustrated out. I'm pretty excited. We do have a new follower goal up. Once we hit 50 followers, we are going to be having a bonus stream with community games. And I put something else on there, I swear I did. Oh yes, and another Discord emote. Very important. Okay, and now I've gone and messed up how my computer's set up. Okay, there we are. Okay, more dung midge swarms. But yeah, it's pretty exciting that we've only been doing this for a little over 6 months now, and we're already at 40 followers. I'm very excited about it. I really didn't know what to expect when I started streaming, and so far it's just been a whole lot of fun, and I've gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people, and that's like the big thing for me, is that I've just had a good time and got to hang out with great people and make new friends. It's also helped to have some level of structure, which I don't have a lot of in my life outside of streaming. Like with streaming, it's like, okay, I have the outside expectation that I will be here 3 days a week and those 3 days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I am going to be here from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm doing specific games on specific days. Like there's that outside expectation. There's a certain level of what's the word? Accountability. So it's a lot more structured than a lot of other things that I'm doing. Just structured enough without being so much that it is burdensome. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Poor guy. Drest appears to be in greater control of his faculties. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please, take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Okay. But where did he put them? In random places, it seems. One of them right in the middle of a fate. 2, 3 of them in the middle of a fate. Thanks for that. Okay. There's one. I seem to be stuck. There we are. It's fascinating that this man, who is the last survivor of a company he didn't want to be part of, invading a foreign country, still living in that foreign country, just decided, you know what I should do with all of my excess time? Make wine. I did not get out of that AoE. That's fine. Oh no, why is there another one? I don't want this! Oh my god, okay. I don't want to be in a fate. I just want to gather these weird coconuts. And of course the last one is still within the confines of the fate. And we're just gonna have to deal with it, probably. Yep. Okay, other giant bug. Hopefully no more of your friends spawn, because I don't want to deal with them. Okay. Hooray! Alright, so now we hop back on our chocobo. And we run the heck away. Oh no, we're gonna be running past more toads. Ooh. Can I avoid the toads? Can I also avoid geometry? Success! Okay, and so the only quest over there is our next ninja quest, which we have not yet unlocked. So, we can ignore that. The rules for this challenge run is that if a quest that you can do appears on the mini-map, you have to go pick it up unless your quest log is full. Then you have to come back for it once your quest log is empty. It's been some time, Aerietta. What news do you have of Drest? I have news of coconut wine. Well, palm wine, technically. Sap of a palm tree fermented inside an island coconut shell, far more potent than wine made from grapes. Palm wine, if brewed for too long, can cause loss of eyesight or even death. Well, luckily for Shamani Lomani, that only one of those is an issue, because he lost his sight in a battle with Titan, I believe. Sniff, sniff. Ah, yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking, a simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I, two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. It is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Aerietta. Dun, dun, dun! Alright, our first job of 4 is now up to level 34, which means we are going to be switching over to, I think, Black Mage was the next one that we were going to do because it has the lowest amount of EXP, but the highest number of hunts log if need be. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And we should probably make sure the equipment is good because it's been a while since we've played Black Mage. By the gods, Aerietta, listen! I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could retrieve the Bacchus wine. We could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. We have to go all the way back? Okay. For you, Shimani. I don't remember what's out that section. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Oh wait, is that how you get to... Is it Upper Lenosha or Outer Lenosha? I can't remember. The naming conventions make sense based on geological location. However, my spatial awareness is such that I don't remember how to read a map. Oh. So if we had done this on... If we had done the midges on Black Mage, we would have actually gotten even more EXP. Good to know. That's fine. Dragoon is level 34 now. It's fine. Okay. Failure. Hi, Claire. How are you? Uh-oh. Buddy. Can't we talk about this? Or at least can't I light you on fire? How are you today, Claire? It's good to see you. Uh-oh. You're ready to be done with this week. I mean, fair. Luckily, it is Friday. So once I am out of the way, our dear friend Claire Cares over here is another streamer here on Twitch. And she just finished Mass Effect, I think, and she was doing a Renegade run. She's in the middle of fighting a really rude boss in Elden Ring. She also plays The Sims, mostly the building aspect of it, and has made a really cute rendition of Miss Honey's Cottage from Matilda. And what else do you do? Genshin Impact. That's right. She also plays Genshin Impact, but she's a variety streamer with quite the variety of games that she plays and is also an absolute sweetheart. And also not afraid to get real with the conversations that she has, which I greatly appreciate. Did I? Oh, that's right. I have a special one. Yeah, okay. I did my shoutouts. I still like using the custom shoutouts that I made because it helps remind me what else I was seeing people play recently. And I need the reminders. Oh, hello again. What is it? Bacchus grape leaf, a broad green leaf from a thought to be extinct Bacchus grapevine. Of course, Claire. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. Today we just finished the last of the level 32 quest. I had thought I had done them weeks ago, but I was incorrect. We are now working on the level 33 quests while we are leveling up our last combat jobs to 34. So we just finished leveling up Dragoon. We're currently leveling up Black Mage, and then we have Monk and Paladin, and then all of our jobs will be level 34 and ready to take on the next trial, which are the big dungeons against big bosses that have their own special arenas and everything. So I'm trying to get to that and trying not to chicken out of tanking that boss. So that's what we're doing today. It's mostly story and side story stuff. I found them near the Juggernaut and to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubo tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubos are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Aw, thank you. I am trying to make sure that I brush up on like the tanking skills and theory in between streams, as well as healing, since we are doing all of the jobs and all of the quests. But it can be daunting to be responsible for everyone else staying alive. I mean, the healer's more than me, but I am the damage sponge when I am tanking. And as the damage sponge, I need to, make sure that no one else is taking damage. I also tend to be the one who is smack dab in the middle of needing to guide people. I have to kind of know where I'm going on any of the given maps because most people follow the tank. I mean, that's what I do when I'm on DPS. I just zone out and just follow the tank wherever they go. Okay, destination. We're about to fight a big. Okay, not as big as I thought it was. Shezmu. Alright, Shezmu. I'm sorry, bud. You're gonna have to be lit on fire. Because grapes and wine and other things that apparently are relevant, you know how it is. Human nonsense. Claire says totally, from what I gleaned from watching my husband tank, and wow, it's way more of a leadership active role than healing. Absolutely. As a healer, I can kind of just be like, I just follow where the tank goes, and yeah. Oh, the Gubos? Yes, they're really cool. I actually have one as a mount in this game. They are adorable, and the mounts are also a little bit gross because they have one special action that they do while you are riding them, and you can press your buttons and make them sneeze on people. It's really gross, but it's really funny. Claire says, I want one as an armchair. Is that weird? Absolutely not. They look really squishy and comfortable. But yes, you see how long and gangly their arms are? One of the things that they have in Final Fantasy XIV is that if you have unlocked flying on a mount, all mounts fly. So their gangly little noodle arms flap in the wind behind them. It is hilarious. I love it. At some point, I might just pull up my main character because that's the one I have the Gubo mount on. I think it's probably Gubu, but I can only remember so many pronunciations, let's be realistic here. Uh, but at some point in time, if I'm playing that, I'll show you that one specifically because it is the funniest thing and very cute and very gross and silly all at the same time. Oh, that's right. I just remembered something about this part of the story. What did Drest have to say, Aerietta? Tell me everything. Here is a Bacchus grapevine. A cutting from a Bacchus grapevine, a variety of sweet wine grape thought to be long extinct. Haha, I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. There it is. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... Excuse you. 12 as my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? On the back of a gubo, something you wouldn't have even bothered trying to do because even though you look like a buff of man, you wouldn't bother getting your hands dirty. Rude. What? You would offer this to me? But why? There's none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bjerglent. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't. Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label? This couldn't possibly be. A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gagaraju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Aerietta. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray, deliver the wine to Captain Weiskett. Klaus... Claire says, please, can I would also like some wine. Wow, that was a word salad. Yep. I'm glad to see that you're using Junie's emotes. She's got some really good ones. But yeah, some of the things in this game are also word salads. Someone gifted you a sub? Yeah, that's awesome. I really do love the culture around gifted subs in Twitch, and it's just so nice. It feels good for everyone involved, and I really appreciate that. Like, Twitch still has a lot of things that you can be critical of because of it being a business. And all of that, but I really do appreciate like the culture that's been built out of it, and that they're still maintaining a lot of that, such as the gifting of subs and things like that. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. All right. So we have the Bacchus wine, finally. And now we need to bring it back to Costa del Sol. That wasn't the correct thing, that's fine. We are also out of our food bonus. So once we get there, I have to eat a thing. Claire says, I love gifting subs because it's like buying two friends a coffee, the streamer and the viewer. Exactly! Two birds, one stone, but it's all just really nice instead. Alright, Weiskett, I got that wine for you. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So, what of the wine I asked you to bring? Hi, Ishtola. A vintage wine from the year 1547 of the 6th Astral Era. Is that? 7 hells, it's a 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare this is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Aerietta. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin? Okay. I got a Gubo Sproutling! Ah, that's adorable! Okay, hang on. This is important. This is incredibly important. Minion guide, there we are. We're going to add to favorites. Look at it! To achieve their cyclopean size, Gubus must maintain a daily diet of several times their own weight. Luckily, the beastkin are not finicky eaters and will consume almost anything that cannot outrun them. If rumors are to be believed, this includes Lalafels. They really don't like a Lalafels. Yes! We have a tiny lad. Look at the baby. It's so cute. Okay. So, I believe that we have an extended series of cutscenes coming up, just so everyone knows what they're getting into. This is before the second primal fight, if anyone is wondering where in the storyline it is, but that's what's coming up right about now. So, fun story and cool stuff going on. Y'shtola is concerned for your well-being. You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. And I'm going to be pouring myself more tea while this goes. Lady Y'shtola! Lady Stormstrike! What? 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. What? Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Aerietta has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria, even if even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their own sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we would not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the five of you deigned to test Aerietta with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Aerietta, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplanders, a talentful plans-maker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We five of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crag's Aerietta Stormstrike, and to write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Aw. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Aerietta's Stormstrike, Titan's Bane. Aw, that's nice of them. All right. And I have poured myself a little bit more tea, which I'm going to have some of. Oh no, we're having a little bit of lag again. Okay. Bronze-skinned beauty. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Exotic feast. I look so small. Oh, and that food texture looks so good. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Well, okay then. I guess it was good food. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Lominsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Claire says, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought we were just eating. I mean, so did I, but apparently the food was real damn good. Goodly Uplander must be facing a mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Excuse me, I was rescuing you. You were running away from a dragon that was trying to eat you. Ah, Aerietta, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Lanandel sends his regards. Well, okay then. You are a veteran of countless battles, Aerietta. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Aha. You are kind to indulge them, Aerietta. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has not yet begun. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Oh, apparently my gloves are really cool. I hadn't noticed. But apparently my gloves are really, really cool looking. Neat. Okay. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Royal, another man who once served with the company. Riol. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. This sounds ominous. Okay, so... Camp Bronze Lake. I've already been to Camp Bronze Lake, I think. Yes. So I can teleport there. This is very good tea. And I am thankful that it is still warm. Oh, I see a merchant mender. I should probably double check to make sure that all of my gear is mended. See, it's not. That's a problem. Okay, and is there anything to extract materia from? Nope, we're good. Okay, but we do have a lot of stuff. Is it Control Shift? Yes, okay. So we're going to put a bunch of it away with our chocobo. Before proceeding, just because we have a lot of stuff. Oh goodness, do we ever have a lot of stuff? Okay. There's so much of it. Sorry for this boring interlude. Soon we will be getting back to the main scenario quest. I just want to make some space. Yep. Ta-da! Okay. And first we go to the south, because I believe we're slowly heading north. Okay, I whistled loudly at the first location and accidentally pressed auto run. Claire says, does this game have a pretty good inventory system? No. It does not. It's slowly getting better with time, but that's not saying much. Yeah, I'm not going to pull punches here. Honestly, all you have to do is look up the rules and restrictions and limit of the glamour chest, and you will know there's just not enough space. I forgot this place was a hot springs, and now I want to go to a hot springs. Oh, it was going to the south. Well then. Claire says I like to hoard resources so bad inventory breaks me. Me too. It is a problem. Um, and being a Square Enix game, like I appreciate a lot of stuff that went into this game, a whole bunch. However, Square Enix found a way to monetize the inventory system, and so they did. I'm also pretty pissed because Square Enix just announced a new game that they are in development of that is strictly around the ideas of NFTs. So while this game has a lot of good, it is owned by a company that doesn't do a lot of great stuff. I would like for them to do better. I appreciate that the Final Fantasy XIV team has been so resilient in trying to prevent more of the uh, bad ideas from leaching into this game. However, it's still a company that's doing a lot of things that I just don't agree with, and it really sucks sometimes to know that my monthly sub also goes in part to the company at large. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one Captain said would come callin'? I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Hi, Seki. You came in mid-conversation. What happened? Square Enix released a, um, rather, they announced that they have a new game coming out. It's not Harvestella. That came out today. A different game that they have that is coming out that is entirely based around NFTs, which is disappointing. I think we talked about NFTs at one point, but yeah, the whole premise is like if you if you pay for this NFT, you get a special character and yeah. Seki says, well, they'll stop when it flumps. I mean, I hope so. The problem is that they basically are sunk cost fallacying this one because they started production on it while NFTs were still presumably financially viable, even though many of us were able to very easily see that that was never the case. But I really hope that all of these people who had NFTs that they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for and are now worth $10 open up the company's eyes and demonstrate this is not a viable source of income. Please stop. Anyways, back to the storyline. We're about to fight Titan, I hope. Pay attention now, because I ain't explaining myself twice. Are you sure? Dun, dun, dun. Claire says tanking NFTs are a special pleasure. Yes, they absolutely are. Okay, so we now have 2 of our 4 jobs that were level 33 are now level 34. So I'm going to do monk until I actually need to get into... That is the wrong one. There we are. And it looks like we have a quest item that we no longer need. Okay. Seki says NFTs are still like around, but yeah, nothing like it was a year ago, thankfully. Absolutely. I really hope that it continues the downward trend until there are no more uh no more cryptocurrency farms because it we just don't have the resources as a planet to sustain this nonsense. with how much electricity and supplies go into that. It's just... And it doesn't even actually make enough money to be sustainable for the people who are dumping money into it, and we need to prove that thoroughly. All right, so the only two jobs that we still have to get to level 34 now are Monk and Paladin. So we'll do quests, the 33 quests on Monk until we get into Titan, where we will be Paladin and tanking it, and I'm scared. Years ago, when we was weighing up and down how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aerietta sea. Eh? What's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified Aerietta which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aeriettas and those which you have used on countless occasions, Aerietta. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ugumoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaru mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an aether net, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetherite shards in the depths of Ogamoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happen to be. Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you there. You are, lass. Don't worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the Aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Seki says it's honestly kind of unfortunate with all the changes to the game. There's no real reason to explore the caves. It's a fairly interesting zone, if a bit dark light-wise. Alright. Well, maybe some of the quests will actually take you back there. Jump, dang it! Go, Daffodil, go! Please. Ah. I don't like this town very much. I keep getting stuck on stuff. Yeah, non-mandatory quests might. And we're all about those non-mandatory quests now, aren't we? Okay, so we're gonna eat a little bit more food and run real fast past all of these bad guys and still get attacked anyway. This is gonna be terrible. This was Excuse me, this was a bad idea. Yaha! Okay. 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 Hit faster, hit faster. And we're gonna get slightly to the side. Aerietta bot is reminding us to take a sip of water because hydration is an important part of every adventure. So this is the Aetheryte the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papillimo speculated. In its present state, this Aetheryte signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Aerietta. I must needs remain here and supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetheryte's signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. All right. The navel is now accessible. Okay. So I'm going to stretch real quick because otherwise I'm going to have really tight shoulders. Oh god. Hi. No, don't all of you respawn at once. That's very rude and inconsiderate. All right. Oh, a dancer. Cool. Okay, so since I don't actually need to be right here, I'm going to teleport back to Camp Bronze Lake so that I don't get attacked by kobold pitmen while I'm waiting. Okay, and continuing to stretch because I have so many parts of my back that are messed up today. It is quite painful. Okay. And as promised, I am planning on doing Paladin. Okay. Just have to remember how to Paladin. Very important things that we need to remember how to do. Okay, so this one is interject, interrupts a target, action, reduces damage by 20%, reduces damage dealt by 10%, creates a barrier, nullifying most knockback and draw-in effects, and stuns a target for 5 seconds. Okay, and what's this one down at the bottom? Increases physical damage by 25%. Okay. And this is Shield Bash. Potency of 100. Okay. So I think I know what to do for the navel. It's one of the few that are pretty straightforward, a lot like Ifrit, but I am stalling because I'm a scaredy cat, and tanking is a new experience for me. Arm's length doesn't work on bosses for the slow, but it does still stop knockback. Figured I would mention because it doesn't say it anywhere. Thank you for that, Seki. And that's this one. Okay. Alright, and what are these down here? Iron Will is our aggro button. Our tank stance, provoke. That is for my bird. Why is that there? That is not something that needs to be on my bar. Please, thank you. And this is our AoE. Okay. I have babbled long enough, and that's not going to get me anywhere. So, we're just gonna... Oh! We have to be level 34 in order to do the naval. Okay. Nikki, what the hell are you doing? I don't know what my cat's doing. She's being a problem. That's fine. Okay, so... Yeah, I was planning on doing a leveling roulette anyway, but now we gotta. Okay. So... Nikki, what are you doing? Okay, let's just hope that I can remember whatever leveling roulette I end up doing. Okay, I know this one, I think. Okay, first we do Iron Will, because that is our tank stance. Everyone is ready to go. All of them have job stones. We're good. Okay, and luckily they made this one much more straightforward, which helps me out tremendously. Okay. Okay, just want to get rid of the Muntai sapling, because that one can follow us more or less. Excuse me. Well, aren't you guys lucky you get to see me doing 2 tank dungeons, or rather a dungeon and a trial. If I have time, I might even do a front lines to finish up Monk. If I have time, specifically. Oh, she's got the frontier dress. That's very cute. Okay, that one's almost dead. Good enough. This is so pretty. And it's gonna get so much more dangerous very, very soon. Oh, it's not the cat. The cat is just staring out the window. It's more the construction. They finished pouring the cement for the new playground outside, but they have not actually finished the work they're doing today. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay, hello. Want to get a good look at the rest of the room. In case any ads appear. Okay. Uh-oh. Agreed. Uh-oh, that's a tree. So it made a sound like someone leveled up, but I don't know if it was me. It was probably me. No, no. Because my EXP is still real low. Okay, agreed. Oh, it might be the sound of getting an item that everyone else passed on. Or I won the roll. Seki says you still got quite a bit before your level, yeah. Okay. And I don't have to wait for anyone to see the cutscene, so I won't feel bad. Click. Okay, fine, pass. Just make it so that I can actually get to these things. Hello. Okay, the Muntai sapling. There we go. Ah, there's the door. Important things to know. Where the door is. Okay. Gotta maintain aggro. Okay. Apparently they are hammering something. Okay. Agreed. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. That's fine. I do apologize if you can hear the construction outside. I don't know how much the microphone is picking up with the filters on. Okay. Okay. They keep giving off some gross gas. That's fine. Okay. Please hit the thing. Thank you. Okay. Okay. No longer level locked. Oh, apparently this person was, about to buy the expansion. Cool. Oh, that's the FC. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear the party, message indicator go off, so I'm just like, what's going on here? It's the FC talking. They are being particularly talkative right now, I guess. Okay. And it's getting grosser the farther in we get. I mean, it's still a pretty color. I do like purple quite a bit. Yuck, prison pudding. And it does look like I will gain that level I need. But it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough time to do front lines after Titan. Ah, click, click. Dang it. I am struggling. Uh-oh. Seki says much better than the green gloop. No, it used to be in the corridors. Alright, and doesn't look like anyone has... I do not like the squishing sound, though. That's kind of nasty. Okay. Anyone viewing cutscene? No. We're going for it. Okay. Hi, you're being real gross. Please stop that. I don't want to stand in the gross. Oh my god. Hi. Uh-oh. Hello. Okay, wait. I accidentally undid my tank stance. Okay. Player commendation. We're gonna give it to the cute Makote in the dress. Read. Read. Okay, cool. Leave duty. Yes. Okay. Just gotta make sure we are wearing our good gear. And that everything is repaired. Ooh, we have a new shirt. Okay. Okay, I have a little bit of an itch on my ear. Gotta handle that first. Seki says if it helps, you can move tank stance to a really off place since it's more of a set it and forget it skill, if that advice helps. Yes. I just need to make sure that it shows up when I have Paladin. Oh, I know where I'll put it, because I don't have this button set to my regular bar. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Oh, we got to level 35 on Paladin. Whoops. So, to avoid over-leveling Paladin any more than we already have, we are going to instead do this on Warrior. Okay. And Warrior should have everything in the same spot. Arm's length needs to go here. Low blow needs to go here. Thrill of battle and this one. Then Defiance goes here. Provoke. Okay. I think everything's where it needs to be. Okay. Now we're gonna fight Titan. We're gonna tank Titan. I can use words. It's a thing I can do. Clear selections. Now select them naval. Wish me luck, everybody! Chat, please hold my hand. All right. Dungeon seedling. And I certainly hope I have better weapons. Yeah, that's a paladin weapon anyway. Entirely besides the point. Okay. We've already waited longer than 37 seconds. As a tank. There it is. I'll let them know that it's my first time tanking Titan. Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. She uses our aetherites against us. She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespass, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, so fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment, then Limsalumits and her oath-breakers. Liars, betrayers, oath-breakers. O great Father, Lord of the Crags, Titan we summon you. Titan we summon you. Listen to that awesome music. Oh, heck yeah. I do really love the primals. They're just really cool. And their cutscenes are awesome. He has come! He has come! The Lord of Crags! Titan has come! Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond comparison. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee I shall wreak a terrible vengeance. Let's go! They really do know how to pump you up. I'm excited. Alright, everyone in? Everyone in. Okay, I need to make sure Defiance is on. Hello! Tank stance is up! Turn him away. Please do not look at my friends. Focus on me, please. Thank you. Why are you so stampy? Uh-oh. And we're gonna bring it back. Hello. Alright. Hey. Hey. Stop looking at them. Leave them alone. I am over here. I am poking you with my sharp, sharp axe. Okay. Hello. That was painful. Titan's heart. Please, friends, make sure you are focusing on the heart. Very important. Ouchie. Okay, are you done? Invalid target. Okay. And we back up. Oh, nope. Hello. Invalid target. There we are. Hi, friend. I'm over here. Please, thank you. Okay, make sure that he is pointed away from people and that they are not standing in the bad. Yeah, please don't hit my friend. Don't be rude. Uh-oh. They've got Granite Jail. Hello. And yes, it is pronounced jail, even though it's spelled like that. That's actually a more traditional spelling of the word jail. Hey, we did it! Hooray! The Lord of Crags, the great Father Titan has fallen! Ooh, shiny. Uh-oh, we're gonna hear feel think. We're in space again, guys. I don't know how this keeps happening. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never! 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy! Uh-oh. Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I've seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wide, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, Retatin. Okay, that's what it is. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Fool. And now she has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is still far from done. And not remain to mark his passing. Well, the Asians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte and Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? We took on Titan! We tanked Titan! Seki says, I wonder how teleports work. I'd love to just use mind powers to go home. Yeah, so based on my understanding, which, mind you, isn't great, the big old thing about the teleportation is that all things in this world are basically given life by Aether. And the Aetherites are crystals that are concentrated Aether. Such are the same as the crystals, the crystal shards, and the crystal clusters. So all of these things that are concentrated Aether serve as beacons. So in a space where there are multiple layers of dimensions that coexist in the same space, but not are slightly offset from one another, it's like, for example, if you are someone who believes in ghosts, you might believe that they exist in this world, but they are outside of this dimension. They take up the same space, but in a separate plane of existence. Therefore, the Aether takes up a separate plane of existence, being the life force of this world. In the same way ghosts would, if you believe in them, on our world. So it's basically taking your body, turning it into your life force, and then following these beacons in a secondary plane or dimension. And because these beacons exist in Eorzea, their world, where they are trying to reach, even though they are beacons that light up in the world of Aether, they are beacons that are grounded in their world, therefore they are able to reconstruct themselves in their world. But if you don't have a beacon, you are unable to reform your body in the place you are going. And because you are the scattered life force, the scattered bits of yourself and your spirit, you are unable to reform and therefore unable to control where you are going if you don't have a beacon already in mind. That's how I understand it. I could totally be wrong, but that's the best explanation I have of how the teleportation works. Seki says, I would totally get it from a game standpoint. I would imagine having it in real life, but that's also terrifying if my beacon glitches. Absolutely. I am relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Hey, we have quests on our minimap, and that is now my problem. Okay, so for those of you who did not see that going on, I'm doing an all jobs, all quests run of Final Fantasy XIV, which means that every time there is a quest on my minimap, I have to pick it up. We have all of our jobs except for Monk at 34 or above, so I'm going to switch over to Monk and get all of these quests that are now on our minimap. Well met, adventurer. I serve the Maelstrom Black Sails, or did until I suffered grievous wounds in a battle with the kobolds. I was invalided and sent here. Will you take this to my commanding officer in Camp Overlook? It's a request for reinstatement. It ill suits my nature to lie abed. I was told my duty was to recover, and I've been dutiful, but surely they do not mean for me to wait until every last bit of flesh has knitted together. I can hold an axe, that should be enough. Between here and Camp Overlook is kobold territory, as the crow flies. I suggest you be smart about it. Go to Jejurun's trading post and take a boat across the lake. From there, head north to Outer Lenosha. It's really cool that this side quest actually tells you how to avoid bigger enemies than you are capable of fighting. Because there's level 45s exactly where you would normally just go straight. We use mulled wine from Wineport to treat the war wounded. It restores the bodily humors and gives vigor to hearts made weary by fever. Why don't you put yourself to some good use, adventurer? I prepared some mulled wine earlier, and I need it heated to make warm wine. Will you submerge these bottles in the hot springs over yonder and serve them to those that need it sorely? Okay. As you know from your prior visits, we treat the wounded from the front with all our arts and with the healing waters of the hot springs. We serve soldiers, but for some unaccountable reason, we have a goldsmith here at present. No, you have two, for I am also a goldsmith. He simply showed up and we could hardly turn him away, and now he is asking for salamander oil, but we cannot spare any. I find the entire situation awkward in the extreme. Will you extract 4 vials worth of the oil from the salamanders roaming nearby and give them to the goldsmith? Seki says, but also it's tempting to run right past. Yes, and I've done that, and I nearly died in the process. It was a very near miss. Alright, Ishtal, I talked to all the other people who had quests. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that as a representative of our order, inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Aerietta. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Excellent. Okay. So, this says destination. That's right. We're putting wine over here. This is a level 34 quest, however, and we are level 33. So let us look at our journal. You have an inkling of an idea who the goldsmith is? I am terrified to know. Let me just check our side quests against what I have and see if we've done all the level 33 ones. Okay. So we did no, that's the wrong spreadsheet. Okay. So we did Buffaloed all the way and Pests in the Pillars. So those were the level 32 quests that we completed. And Bird's Eye View and the Stench of Danger. All right, so we have officially completed all of the level 33 quests, which means that getting Monk to level 34 is presently our goal. I'm not sure that we'll be able to do it by the end of stream. What's our hunt slog look like for Pugilist? Hey, that one's nearby. Mamulja Breeder. I think I know where that is, and we also know where the Death Gaze is. So let us put on a little bit more antelope steak, and we might go a little bit long this one because we did fight Titan. But we need to get this last combat job specifically, to level 34. Oh, they're right here too. Good to know. I forgot to press the extra button. That was a mistake. Okay, there's one. We are going to put on our recommendations if we don't accidentally click out of it. Oh, hello. I didn't want to fight you, too. That's fine. Okay. And we'll deal with the salamanders in a bit. I just want to get this specific hunt log done. there's an executioner. Sophist. There's a breeder way in the back, so let's just fight our way through and call it a good day. Okay, and I'm gonna punch you. Okay. Okay. It was very likely that I was going to have to fight this anyway, so... Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I don't know if they're going to spawn fast enough. I think I probably need 2 more. Ah, there's one. Okay, and probably 1 more? Maybe 2? I don't know if there are any over here. This place is making me think of just wet earth when out on a hike. And now I really want to go on a hike. Okay. There's some more of them. That's an infiltrator. You know what? Fine. If you guys don't have the decency to have the exact one I need, I'm just going to take you all out. Okay. There's one. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry if this is making anyone dizzy. Okay, and now we just need 1 more, I'm guessing, because we've already gotten 4 of them, if my count is correct. Might just take out a salamander while we wait. If I can... and get out of range. Seki says, I defeated 20 Mamuljas, but 19 of them were infiltrators, and executioner. That's a lot, but go back out there and read their name tags better. Yeah, that feels about right, yeah. Okay. Okay, I wonder if these ones are correct. Ha! There's one. Okay. I can still finish it. Excellent. Oh no. Okay. There we go. No, please don't do that. That's 3 of the salamanders that we need. And we don't have any more Huntslug in the area, and that giant one over there is probably a fate. Okay, so we finished that quest, but not enough to turn it in. Seki says some games made that requirement a lot easier. It says if 10 bears in the X region, it counts all bears. It's a nice change, honestly. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, so that's in Sorrel Haven. That's in Raincatcher Gully. Raincatcher Gully. The long climb. The long climb. Dragon Head. Yeah, let's start by heading over and getting those. Actually, the Raincatcher Gully is probably going to be the easiest one, so we're going to head over to Wineport. Because I want to finish getting the last job to level 34. Like, we've gotten this far. And I know that we are over time. But I want to finish what I started, dang it. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh! Hello! Looking for work to fund our wine habit, are we? The Adventurers Guild has assigned me to Wineport so that I might distribute guild leaves to the willing and able. Depending on what skills you possess, I may have suitable work for you. Beast culling, crafting, gathering, and so forth. That said, my offer is contingent upon you first demonstrating your capacity to complete a contract. The Lenosian wilderness is fraught with peril, so it behooves me to test your ability to survive in it. Okay, except with these goobos, while these goobos aren't wont to devour anything and everything, they have a fondness for pelican meat. Your task will be to slay a pelican and use its remains to lure out the ravenous goobos. The area in which the goobos were last sighted is fairly large, so this may take a fair amount of time. Be warned, however, that other hungry creatures may be drawn to the meat. Okay, then. Seki says, what do you call a dinosaur going... That is not what Seki said. Seki says, what do you call a dinosaur going from floor 1 to floor 2? I don't know, Seki, what do you call a dinosaur going from floor 1 to floor 2? An Escaloraptor. Terrible. Okay. Good and bad. And I am stuck on geometry again. All right. There's that, which we didn't need to do, but the Curials are over here, which we do need to fight. Even though they're bigger than us. We are moving real slow. This is obnoxious. Okay, 1. So while we're out here fighting large cats, I pretty much decided that Nikki is being bad, and therefore she needs to recognize that her behavior is unacceptable, and I've decided that she needs to be threatened with a cat sweater for the holidays. So I'm probably going to knit my cat a sweater just because it's hilarious to me. Okay, it does look like we finished this one. However, this one still has aggro on us. But yes, I found a pattern for a cat turtleneck. Claire says, looking forward to chaotic Nikki and sweater photos. Oh, me too. Me too. I'm so looking forward to this because she's gonna be mad about it and I'm gonna laugh. Please go away. Thank you. Okay. No, not a cluster mantis. We want the Gubo. See their giant sneeze attack? Seki says, I can't imagine how upset Nikki would get. I can. Please wear pants and long sleeves when adorning her. I will do my best, Claire. Maybe some safety goggles. Luckily for me, I do already wear glasses, and I'm hoping that they will serve dual purposes. Okay. Giant sneeze monsters! I don't think we're going to be able to get to 34 without doing a front lines or something, which I don't have time to do because I still have to finish my book for book club, as well as a bunch of other tedious chores. Okay. Yeah, we're not even halfway there. I don't know that we're gonna make it. Okay. Claire says my cat really ripped someone to shreds one time. It's a whole story, and they got cat scratch fever. Oh no! That is so terrifying. That can really mess you up. Seki says glasses are the best. They look good, sight enhancing, and I wear mini shields at all times. Very good. Okay. I'm going to go to Gridania. So that will be perfectly positioned for Sorrel Haven. But in the meantime, Claire says the cat scratch fever victim recovered and now has a cat, but I felt so terrible. Yeah, it can be so stressful. Okay, in game real quick, I'm going to move my butt to somewhere less populated so that I don't crash my computer. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came to say hi today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, cats scratches actually do cause sickness, and it can be very debilitating, as a matter of fact, which is its own level of frightening. And like some of it can be, if you are able to treat it in time, you are able to basically get rid of it no problem, but other parts of it can be permanently debilitating, including eye pain and other stuff. I'm not going to go into it because it can get pretty unpleasant. But usually it's pretty bad, and it's mostly if you don't properly disinfect. So make sure that if you get scratched by a cat, even one that you know and lives with you and all of that, please, please make sure to disinfect your wounds. Okay, so I think that today would be a good day to go and visit Indecisive Fox. So, first, thank you again to everybody who showed up and said hi today. I appreciate you. Um, in chat and on screen right now is a link to my Beacons directory through which you can find links for my Twitter where I have updates, Discord where I also have updates and we have fun talking, uh, my YouTube, which has all of my VODs and now has a community tab, so I'm able to update on there as well. My Ko-fi for tips and Throne for gifts. Through Ko-fi right now, I am 20% of the way to a new CPU cooler. I'm unable to use the new CPU that I have already purchased until I get a cooler to go with it, because my current CPU cooler is old. So, if you are so inclined to help support me in upgrading my computer so we deal with less lag, that's a good way to do it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you for being here. I'm gonna put up the raid message and actually do the raid. So, Indecisive Fox, I do not remember their pronouns, but they are a VTuber of a fox and Shiba Inu combined. And right now they're playing Harvestella, which came out today. And it looks like a really good game. It looks like a really good game. So I was very interested in it. And I'm excited to see. Oh goodness. If it will load, please load. Please load. Okay. Seki says I gotta avoid spoilers but enjoy. Okay, fair enough, Seki. Fair enough. But yeah, if everyone else wants to come along, it helps me, it helps Indecisive Fox, and we're in for a good time seeing a new Square Enix game. And this is not the one with NFTs, so we don't have to worry about supporting that. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a lovely day, a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you on Monday to continue our progress in leveling all the jobs and doing all the quests. Thank you again, and I'll see you then. Bye.